Oh yeah, your camera's back. That's weird. Whenever you go big, your camera disappears. But whatever. Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of our Big Brother podcast. I'm gonna be your host, Dylan. You know me. This is my channel, TheAppleCowProdigy. My co-host is about to introduce himself. He also came up with the title, so he's gonna say the working title for this podcast that we came up with in about 5 minutes.
Okay, hi, I'm Frankie. I came up with this amazing title, and we're going to call this show, at least for now, the Big Bruh Their Podcast. That's BRUHTHER podcast. So we're going to roll with that for now and see how long it takes us to come up with something better. Because pretty much anything will be better. But
Yeah, that's true. Right now your camera isn't appearing when you go big. Can you just turn it off and turn it back on? And then that doesn't fix it. We'll just keep going with it.
off?
Yeah, so it's off, and then
On.
can you turn it back on now?
Yep. I turned it on.
Okay, that I don't understand why, but we're just gonna go with it. You'll be able to see him in the bottom corner. Actually, you can't even see you in the bottom corner anymore. That's really weird. But whatever. You'll be able to hear your voice in the podcast. That's all that really matters. So this is our preview of Big Brother Canada 4. I have seen the first 2 seasons, and I saw half of the third, and I quit once the triple eviction happened, not because of how upset I was at how rigged the game was, basically. I think you've seen Big Brother Canada 3. Have you seen the first 2?
No, I saw all of Big Brother Canada 3 because I'm not a quitter, but I've not seen season 1 or 2.
Okay, well, you should watch season BB Can 2 because
I
it's
would
incredible.
like to, but it's very hard when you're an American.
That's definitely true. Okay, so Big Brother Canada 4, they announced that the cast this week. They have the biggest twist in Big Brother Canada history, which was announced as, I think the biggest news story is that Twistos is not back.
I was just about to say, the biggest twist is the fact that we don't have Twistos. That's the biggest twist.
I mean,
I don't even want to watch it anymore, like knowing that.
who else is going to sponsor all of the game-altering twists that are about to happen?
Didn't Ty do like 3 of them last season? Like
maybe, I guess.
Version did one with Bubbles, I feel like.
It's always possible. So, no, the biggest twist, according to Arissa Cox, was that we're going to have 4 international house guests be voted, or not even America, or not even Canada, the whole world can vote for 2 of 4 house guests to enter the house, their international house guests. We have Tim from Big Brother Australia, which is now canceled, sadly, which I've only seen the North American versions. I'm a fan of the North American versions. Not because the other ones are bad. It's just that I'm a big fan of the game itself and voting people out. And when the masses vote for people, that's just not as appealing to me. So I haven't watched them, but I've seen clips of Tim. And he seems...
The Australian version is very different from the North American versions. They pretty much use a similar rule set to the very first season of Big Brother US, which really isn't appealing to me either. So.
Yeah. But we have Tim, and I've looked up like a clip or 2, mainly just ones that are posted on the Big Brother subreddit. And the entire internet is behind Tim and behind one of the females I'll get to later. And I can definitely see why. He seems very entertaining. He definitely catered to the game that he played in Australia very well. So I'm definitely for him entering the house.
Yeah, what I heard is he took Big Brother Australia, which wasn't a very strategic show, and made it strategic, which is interesting to me. I want to see like how he interacts with all these other house guests, because the clips we've seen, he seems insane. Which is not a way to win a game show where your house guests vote you out. The people you have to live with you, and as opposed to Australia, all you have to do is you have to just make your audience happy. So I like to see him. I don't think he's going to do very well in this game, but we'll see.
I mean, that's the thing, is because he's played international before. He hasn't played like the North American set of rules yet. So it'll be interesting if he can like actually play along and like be friendly and not be hated by people, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't really like him. But he never got voted out because he was just loved by Australia.
Yeah.
As far as I understand. So it'll definitely be interesting. His competition is the house guests that they're like, okay, we if we're Big Brother Canada and we want Tim to win, and we're gonna look at what Big Brother U.S. house guest can we get, and they gave us Jace
A
from
former
Big
All
Brother.
Star. A former All Star. I mean, that
That's
means
true.
something.
Yeah.
No,
It's because of him that, right, and partly because of him that we have the backdoor strategy.
that's true.
Honestly, when I saw him, oh, our camera's back. That's good. Honestly, when I saw him, I was completely like, wait a. I honestly thought it was just someone dressed up as Jace.
Yeah, I didn't
I
recognize him
didn't.
either.
It was insane. I was like, what the? This is okay. I mean, and I didn't know who Tim was, and I just saw Jace was back, and Jace seems like a cool guy, but I don't want to see him in the house again. So I just started voting for Tim without looking up anything. I'm like, I just don't want Jace back in the house. Like, it's
I don't
been 10
know.
years.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. I always liked Jace. He was just like the most like stereotypical archetypal bro type. You know,
Hmm.
he was interesting enough.
I saw one thing that made me laugh really hard was a user on the Big Brother subreddit put together like a bunch of house guest reactions to the an international
Oh,
house guest that were announced,
yeah.
and Evil Dick said that Jace was gold was feeds gold, and that Marsha the Moose better watch out because he's gonna go insane and just like rip her off the wall. And I was like, and then I pictured it and I laughed my ass off.
Wait, do they have a Marsha in the house now? Because Willow killed it last season. Do you remember?
Did she?
Yeah, maybe you stopped watching by that point. But Willow,
Maybe.
no, because it happened before Willow got voted out in the triple eviction. There was a challenge
Well.
where they had to like stay in a car for like 24 hours, and then she hit Marsha the Moose when she was driving.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, they better have Marsha the Moose because that's one of the best parts of Big Brother Canada. It was kind of like dumb in BB Can 3, but oh my god, was Marsha amazing the first 2 seasons.
I'll take your word for it, but
Something that you'll hear me say a ton throughout this podcast, not just this one, but in terms of the whole like season of recaps. Oh my god, this was so amazing in the first 2 seasons, but then BB Can 3 was kind of bad. Everything but the cast. The cast I feel was actually fantastic. BB Can 3, just the twist ruined it for me.
yeah, from what I've seen, it seems like Canada does an incredible job with casting, like all overall, like over the 3 seasons. Like when they bring house guests back, they bring back people in like baby costumes, like John
Yeah.
Hardy. It's like okay,
Yeah,
everyone's,
party
like, having a
already.
great time. It's like all right.
Yeah, it's fun. Okay, so if you had a vote between Tim or Jace, who has your vote?
Tim does, but only because I've seen Jace twice. I don't need to see him a third time. I like to see what this new guy's up to.
Yeah,
Nothing against Jace.
yeah, I agree. Does this also kind of point towards the mad speculation of this being an all-star season for BBUS? We got the gold color palette that's been, or the color scheme that's been used for Super Bowl 50 and a bunch of other shows. I'm not sure if it's been 10 years. It'll be 11 seasons since BB All Stars, which doesn't really mean anything.
It's hard because season 9 throws it off.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's true. So, oh yeah. So it would be 10 years since.
Yeah.
And also, I feel like they could have gotten a lot more, better of a person than Jace from BBUS, but I feel like they went to CBS and they were like, "Well, here are all the people that we're considering for an All-Star season. You can't have any of them."
Yeah, absolutely agree.
And they were like, "Oh, we could have Jace."
But why Jace? Like,
I don't know. Because you would do it.
Like, what does he bring to the table that another house guest that I don't know. Maybe he was just I feel like they might have offered like a couple people, and he just was like, heck yeah. I mean, I need to go into that house again.
Yeah, there was a rumor that I read that Boogie was up, but he would have been voted in so quickly.
Yeah.
And they wanted Tim in, so they were like, Boogie, maybe your coach's season. You can come in and actually coach.
Does the voting work? Is there one guy and one girl for sure? I thought it was just like a free for all.
No, it's one guy and one girl.
Okay.
At least I'm pretty sure it's one guy and one girl. Well,
I haven't voted yet, so I don't even know.
Okay. And then on to the girls that we have. We have, what's her name? Veronica?
Vanessa is her name. Vanessa.
Is it? Okay.
No, it's
Damn
not.
it.
It's not. It's Veronica.
Veronica? Okay. I was like, it's the opposite of what Victoria's actual name was in BB 16. Yeah. I know nothing about her besides that she apparently slept with people and was voted out second in her season. So
yeah, she's
here for a quick paycheck, and she's leaving because she knows she has no shot. Her video was very bland and boring.
I don't even know why she's in this at all as a wild card. I'm not sure what she brings to the table entertainment value wise. I'm not sure what the producer's seeing. I'm not trying to dog on her. It's just we have such little about her. We know so little about her. I don't.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a non-factor to me at this point. Like the voting's pretty much like a lock.
Yeah, it's gonna be Tim and Nikki.
Yeah, let's move on to Nikki.
Yeah. Nikki Graham. I forget who said it. I forget who said it, but someone said that she was the best reality TV star ever.
Yeah, that's why. And it was. She's probably the biggest reality TV star in the world right now.
Really? Oh wow.
Probably, because she's been on like 3 different versions of BB UK.
So. Oh, that's true. And I haven't seen her. I haven't really looked at any clips, but it just everyone on Twitter and r/Big Brother, and I watched some other podcasts like The Shield Show, and Netta was on it, and Netta was raving about her. The Shield raving about her. All the former BB Can house guests were raving about her. Everyone is raving about this girl, and they're super excited to see her be on Big Brother. So because of that, she has my vote, and I'm really excited to experience what they've all seen watching 3 seasons of BB UK.
Yeah. Again, I don't have much to say. I just don't know anything about her, but everyone seems to like her. So.
Looking up who said the best reality star ever quote.
I'm not sure ever, but like right now, like she's the hottest.
Yeah. Well, there was, I forget who it is, but there was like, I think it was mentioned on RHAP or something. The Miz said it.
Okay.
from World Wrestling Entertainment.
I know who the Miz is.
That's former WWE champion.
I know.
The Miz.
Former tag team
headlined WrestleMania once. Somehow.
He was a tag team champion at one point too, I believe.
Yeah, he was. Him and John Morrison, and they feuded.
All right. We should start a WWE podcast next, I think.
yeah, that'd be great, especially since they're like top talent just medically retired and.
Yeah, and I haven't watched since middle school. So.
Hey, we got Shane McMahon versus Undertaker at WrestleMania in Hell in a Cell, man. I'm actually hyped for that. What?
Undertaker retired like years ago.
No, he still wrestles for like WrestleMania, and that's it.
He's like 60 now. Like he's gotta be so.
He's like 50, I think.
Yeah, he's too old. Yeah.
Ric Flair wrestled till he was like, Walker.
That's probably actually true.
Okay, but it's not a movie podcast. Although, to tie back in, BB Can 1, they talked a ton about WWE on the feeds and stuff, so it kind of was on topic. But we're talking about BB Can 4, so let's get into the house guests themselves. We have, first of all, Jared Kessler. He calls his tagline, there's taglines on each of these bios. I'm going to read off a tagline. This polite pipeline worker is a brawny sweetheart who can charm the pants off of all the house guests.
Yeah. I think, like, out of a first reaction, I think he's, like, a prime candidate for a showman's and that'll probably end up ruining his game.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
It doesn't always happen. It does happen more than often. And I don't know why. From his video, I got the impression that he's going to be a bad liar. Something about him just didn't come off. Like, I don't feel like if this guy told me something, I'd believe anything he says.
Yeah.
But he seems pretty personable, and he's like naturally charming. So he's gonna stay in there for a while. He's gonna at least make jury, I think. But
I don't. If this guy goes before jury, it's because his video is completely non-representative of who he actually is.
Yeah.
Or of who he'll be in the house. I guess we should put a quick disclaimer. We've only all we've seen are these like 2-minute videos, really, and like their bios.
Yep.
And they can be very misleading. So we don't actually know. We're just going off of what we've been told.
If you watch BB16 Derek's video before the season, most people were saying he's not going to make it far.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe the third best player of all time.
Mm-hmm. I definitely like Jared. I've also liked the previous people like him. Like I was a fan of Emmett, fan of John, fan of Zach last season.
I got a huge Zach vibe from him.
Mm-hmm. He has good hair, and he has a belt buckle. This is some hard hitting analysis. I definitely feel like he'll be able to go far. He'll get a showman's because there's a lot of very pretty women in this cast, and and they'll all be like, "Oh my god, he's a pipeline worker. What more can you ask for?"
Yeah, when we talk about a girl later, I'll tell you who my prime candidate for him is. I think.
Okay.
We'll see.
So yeah, I definitely see him going far, and he says that he's polite. So that's always nice. It's always nice to have polite people make it far.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like he's personable. He's gonna make it at least jury, but I don't really see him building a resume for himself. But
yeah,
the one thing he did say, he said he is very much willing to throw challenges, which is something that's music to my ears. So.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Do we have anything more to say about Jared, or should we move on?
No, that's all my points.
Okay. So next we have Lavita Adams, passionate and bursting with energy. This independent girl plans to make and keep as many promises as possible to build trust in the house. This is a really dumb strategy, I feel.
I liked everything this girl said for the first minute of her video. The second minute she lost me.
Was the second minute her talking about her promises strategy?
Yeah, it was promises, and then she talked about her abilities and how she thinks of guys versus girls in terms of their strengths and weaknesses and challenges.
Mm-hmm.
She straight up said that she thinks girls are worse at challenges than guys, which I don't. There's no statistical evidence to like back it up by any means. So it also says to me that she's not a fan, like a big fan. So she won't know the game as well.
Hey, what are you talking about? Her Big Brother Canada idol is Brittany because she was able to put aside her emotions.
Oh, I forget. Was she talking about Brittany from last season?
Yeah,
right. The one that cried with Sarah Hanlon, like they were dying because they were in the have-not room or whatever. For
yeah.
the night. I think it was the hardest thing she'd done in her entire life was sleeping in a cold room.
Yeah. She was able to put aside her emotions and buckle down and receive those twists to help Sarah win that game.
Yeah, I guess taking back my first statement, I really didn't like anything about her video because she basically starts off saying she's not willing to compromise her integrity, which is like a fine thing to say, and it's what most people feel like. But just the notion of being like, oh, I'm like never going to do anything dirty or ever going to try to lie to get ahead in the game. It's like this is a game of lying and deceit.
Only one person has ever won Big Brother without compromising their integrity in some way. And people say it was the flukiest win in history, and that was Jordan Lloyd.
Yeah, Jordan Lloyd. But, I mean, that is...
I mean, it's possible.
Twice by doing that, so...
That's true. That's true.
But this is a different game.
Yeah, I agree. Also, here's one thing that no one has mentioned about this promises strategy. That maybe I'm missing something, but do they even have clocks in the house?
I believe they have a clock, and Big Brother I heard from last season, they have a clock, and Big Brother will at random times just like adjust it a few hours off just to mess with the house guests.
Okay.
That's what I've heard.
So let's go with that. So she's gonna be like a 2 o'clock. I'm gonna do your hair, and then they're gonna adjust the clock like an hour ahead, and the person will look up and see it's 2:30 and be like, "She lied."
I don't think she's gonna use a timestamp for all her promises. I think it's more or less like, oh, I'll help you with this. I'll go talk to this person. I'll give you my vote this week, and try to build small trust like that. But she's gonna get caught. She's gonna get caught in her own promises. I guarantee it.
Yeah, I'm not holding out much hope that she'll be able to do much. I'm sure. I mean, with her, I'm hoping for good TV, but I'm not too high on.
All these like videos did not tell me we were gonna get any kind of like good DR.
Oh no, I disagree. There's one person coming up that
almost there are like among the first batch, the first 7. There was nothing for me.
Okay.
But well, maybe one. We'll get to her.
Okay, so next we got Ramsey. I have to wait for it to load. I don't know how to pronounce that last name, so I'm not even gonna try. But he says he's fun and charismatic. This strategic player wants to downplay his athleticism and play like he's just there to have fun. Oh my god, just from reading that, I've watched his video. I am all in on Ramsey.
I am too, but there's one thing I worry. I like him. If I was in the house, I'd want to align with him, which is a lot of times how I look at this. If I was playing, would I like to align with them, or would they be an immediate target? I'd look at him and I say, if I don't get with him in the first week, he is my number 1 target. That guy is too likable. He might become too likable to where he becomes an immediate target. That's the only thing I worry about. But if that doesn't happen, he's easily like a late game lock.
Oh yeah, he definitely seems like he knows what he's doing. Did he say that there's a or that he's a fan of the show?
I don't have it in my notes, so I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, just for like he's a digital marketing major. I'm not sure how much that will really help, but he's not super young. He's like 19 or 21. He's 26. He has life experience. He knows how to work with people. He looks personable. He comes across as personable. He says all the right things in this interview. I think that he'll be like one of the, because now every year there's always like 4 or 5 people that have a real shot to win. Like last year we had Sarah, Zach, Bruno, and a few other people that actually had a shot to win.
I mean, my man Godfrey Manguiz that had actually
my bad. To win. So yeah, I forgot that Godfrey.
You forgot Godfrey. How?
Well, I stopped watching halfway through the season.
But Godfrey's so good.
Oh yeah, he is really good. He was awesome when I watched. So I feel Ramsey meets the criteria of one of those 5 as like a legit shot, not one of the ones that will be there in the final 2 and talk about how it was so tough being in there with the person that you shared a womb with and had nothing to do, and then gets like 3 pity votes.
Yeah.
Okay, so next up we have Maddie. Now, was this the one that cursed a lot?
Let me get my notes. Yep.
Okay. This girl, I love her because I can relate so much with her talking about how the F word is a very fun word to say. Like, I'm not going to say it here because this is a family-friendly podcast. But it's definitely, she's relatable, but is she going to do anything in this game? No.
If you notice, we're having this like little one. I don't know if they can see me, but I put a 1 up this entire. That's how many weeks she's in this house for. 1. That's it. 1. Plus or minus 1 week. Like, she might be out before the game starts. I don't even know. She's not staying there long. She says things like she hates girls. She's super kind. She's a huge hothead. She's gonna give good DRs for 2 episodes, and then she's done.
Hey. But she wins. She says that she's gonna start a mini empire of Maddie businesses.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I want to find out.
I don't.
The world needs a Maddie victory.
She said one thing she said at the end that I thought was kind of interesting. She said that she's good at reading people, and I don't know. I guess because of the previous minute and a half, I'm inclined not to believe that. But we'll see, I guess.
Yeah, her tagline is strong and confident is how she'll play the game. She's fun, she's witty, and she's not afraid to get dirty. And we can see her navel.
That's like the most like generic intros. Like fun, witty, willing to play.
Yeah, she's not gonna do very well. I don't think she'll probably be a first boot, or if she makes a jury, I'll be floored.
Yeah.
But I'm just hoping so much she makes jury, because that means that we get like 4 or 5 weeks of TV with her.
I want to see her roast the final 3, like in the final questioning. That'd be amazing.
Oh,
But,
yes.
she won't make it to jury.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see her doing very well. Next up, we have Raul. Funny and social, Raul is here for the experience. He plans to avoid strategizing and just wants to go with the flow.
So can I go?
Yeah,
first?
go ahead.
So I got one thing for this entire video, is that he really likes tacos. That's what he spent the first like 15 seconds talking about, how much he loves tacos. And it's like, okay, he said he loves tacos, and that he's nice, and that he'll align with the girls, and that he can read people's opinion of him, but he knows he can be annoying, and that he's a social media addict. So the last point's the most interesting point to me. He says that he's gonna be super bored in the house, and he was super bored in the house without his phone, which means to me he's gonna talk his way out of the house. So he's gonna be too bored, and he's gonna keep talking, and then he's gonna be on people's nerves. He's gonna be out pretty quick.
Yeah, I don't think he. Honestly, I'm not sure. I necessarily agree he'll be out quick, because he's gonna be such a non-factor in terms. If he can get past the first 2 weeks, I feel like his social game should be fine. People will like him, and he's not going to be a threat whatsoever. Because he doesn't even want to strategize. He says that he says it's too complicated to try to do.
I would say that we'll get into it a little bit later, but we're very primed to having a bro alliance this season, and I don't think it's entirely likely. It's possible, not entirely likely he fits into that. And he's already aligning with the other side of like what would be the girl side of the house, but making him an immediate target.
Okay, I can see that. But I'm just gonna read off who his Big Brother Canada idol is. I think it's Kenny, BB Can Season 2. He's just so hot. I'm all over that. That beard. He's my idol. He's funny and cute and emotional. Even though he didn't win, I like how he competed. He left a mark. I wouldn't ever do what he did and hide that I'm gay, though. Look at me. You'd be able to tell immediately. Kenny, although I loved Kenny, I thought he was great casting. I think he went out like the 4th or 5th eviction. So I think picking him because he's hot doesn't really doesn't tell me that you're gonna be able to do much in the game on top of not wanting to strategize whatsoever.
I wonder if he's misunderstood the question, because the question was, who are you most like, not who do you like the most.
Well, the question here is, who is your Big Brother Canada idol?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You should aspire to be a winner.
Yeah. Or at least someone that made jury. You're not going to see me be like BB10 Brian.
Dude, you remember
He's
Bobby?
my idol.
Oh my gosh. Or the Ginger Ninja was an idol.
Yes.
Did Bobby make jury? He probably didn't make jury, did he?
Who?
Bobby? Was that his name? Last season?
He got close, I think. I'm not sure if he did, though.
Jordan was first, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he did if Jordan made it.
Yeah, he was in jury. Dang. Okay, so, well, he's no... Who did make jury? Neha, Trisha, Arisha.
Trisha.
And... the guy that Kevin...
Johnny.
Yep.
I picked Johnny to win. He got out like week 3.
I don't remember who I picked.
What?
I don't remember who I picked.
Oh, actually, my pick was Kevin, and then I watched the first episode, and I was like, nah, man, Johnny's going to take it. And that didn't happen.
I picked Jordan.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I did.
It was a good pick. He was a good
Willow.
player.
I picked Willow.
Oh, that is right.
I was so upset that she got the triple eviction.
I remember. Actually, I stopped watching like once the triple eviction was announced. I didn't know what happened, so I remember I came to pick you up for basketball practice, and you just come out and you're like, I am so mad right now, and I'm like, what do you think? The triple eviction, and my girl Willow got screwed, and I'm like, told you, man. This show.
Garbage.
Okay. So, all in all, Raul, might be good TV. I don't see him doing much. On my camera,
Yeah.
come back. Okay. Oh, it came back. Cool.
There you go.
Next, we got Paige, 19 years old, a Northern Ontario nature lover whose experience in hunting and trapping will help her anticipate her fellow players' moves. I love this girl.
I like her.
Is this the same girl that said that she was going to use dog psychology and translate it because humans are basically dogs? That's foolproof.
So what I'm getting is she's like a veterinarian, like assistant or something like that. She works
Yeah.
with animals, and she says human psychology is not that unlike dog psychology.
Yeah.
So she's going to treat humans like dogs. I guess I don't understand that entirely at all, but I like everything she said before that, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Also, was she also the one that gave out that did impersonations?
Yes.
How can you not go for the person
Because they
who
were
shouts out the
terrible.
Ginger Ninja 604 Propa?
They were so bad.
No, dude.
She
Those.
went, I'll do it right now. She went, shields, a 604 proper. That's all she did.
I adore this girl. I'm so excited to see Paige. I think it was. I remember when her parents were like, oh yeah, so for her birthday, they bought her a plane ticket to go to open casting. I'm like, that could have gone south really quickly. She's here, so they clearly saw something, and damn, do I see it.
Yeah,
she's also a fan of the show. She said she's been watching for a while. I'm not sure how big of a fan she is because they haven't really talked about it much. But
I would say that she seems like a really big fan, considering that for her 19th birthday, she asked for a plane ticket to go and try out to be on Big Brother.
That's true.
So
yeah, I wasn't sure if she's like a live feeder or not.
Oh,
There's a big difference. Someone that watches the feeds and someone that just watches the show a lot.
That's true.
But I am all in on Paige. I think that, and she's just cute and adorable and lovable. I feel like that alone will get her to jury. And if she can just like learn to lie to people. Okay.
The two things I was looking for, well, there's like three things I was really looking for this new set of house guests. I was looking for a Sarah archetype, a Willow archetype, and a Godfrey archetype, because those are my three favorite last season. Besides her Jordan. And she gave me such a Willow vibe. She seems like just a younger, like maybe a little less crazy Willow. But,
yeah, I can see that.
Huge Willow vibe from her, which is exciting for me. I want to see that again.
Yeah. I feel, yeah. Everything you said, I agree with. Paige is. I love Paige. You say that you like her.
I'm worried about her not building a resume again. I feel like she's easy jury lock, but I'm not quite sure what her argument is in the final three.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I was gonna ask you whether you think she makes jury, but you said yes. So
for sure.
Cool. Next up we have the nerd with glasses archetype that we had with. I guess Ian didn't wear glasses, but he was the weird out there nerd. And then Steve came in and did the same thing. And we have Joel. His likable disposition and nerdy attitude will let him fly under the radar until he needs to shift into gear to take the win. I doubt it. Not because I don't think he is. I think he's perfectly capable. He says all the right things. He's a super fan. He even says that he plays soccer, so he could be sneakily athletic.
Yeah.
I'm just worried because even if there's only two people that are fans of the show in this cast, BB14 and BB17 were very recent seasons, and Steve made it. Everyone was like, "Oh, he's always like Ian. He's like Ian," and they still kept him around. They're not going to want to make that mistake for a third time, or be the third cast to make that mistake and let them float along, float, let them keep them in the game. So I think that he will most likely be an early boot, which is sad because I really like him as a person. He seems really cool.
One comparison I keep hearing, which is the obvious comparison, like, and you just mentioned it again, is he has the Ian Terry. People keep saying the Ian Terry, Steve Moses vibe. I did not get that from him at all. I got a Ronnie Talbot vibe.
Oh,
BB11, Ronnie. I got a
yeah.
Ronnie vibe hardcore. He's one of the more like the. I mean, that's 6 years ago now. But
Yeah.
apparently not everyone's conscious because he went out like fourth or something.
Hmm.
But he definitely gave me a huge Ronnie vibe, and because of that, I don't feel so high on him.
Yeah. Joel definitely just has to lay low and then win comps when he's on the block for the first few weeks to have a shot, I think.
Are we going to talk about some of the spoilers that came out today on Hamster? Or...
No.
Okay.
Or we can. Let's do it at the very end of the podcast, so people that are spoiler free can watch. Yeah, I don't see him going very far, but it's just because of previous people doing well with a similar.
And also, I got a similar thing. He's not prime candidate for Bro Alliance, which makes him an easy early target.
Mm-hmm. He's also 33. I think he's the oldest guy, which will like, yeah, he's 33 years old.
Yeah, even if Jace gets in, he's 39. But
okay, yeah, but Jace won't get it.
Yeah, and Tim's 31. So
okay, so maybe Joel and Tim can make a connection, but I'm not sure.
I don't know about that.
I'm not holding out hope. But I mean, it's gonna suck when he gets, or if he gets evicted early, just because he seems like he is the biggest fan in the cast.
Yeah.
So I mean, just as a fellow super fan, I'm like, come on, Joel.
Yeah,
Joel,
I think people are sleeping on him, but I don't think he is. Like he doesn't. I don't think he has a high potential, but I think people are definitely sleeping on him. We'll see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll definitely see. His Big Brother Canada idol was Jordan Parhar.
Oh, come on, man.
Hey, he said.
Overall, I guess.
He said, I'd say the one I relate to the closest is probably Jordan Parhar. He's a little bit quirky and made some dumb moves, but I liked how he took everything with a grain of salt, and his passion and excitement for Big Brother Canada was something I could definitely connect with. I will hopefully learn from his mistakes, though.
Yeah, it's a good thing. I like that because I was a big fan of Jordan. I still am. I mean, he'll be the first one to admit that he made a couple of huge mistakes right in a row, which was a good sign. He didn't make a whole lot of bad mistakes up until he made like two or three bad ones, like really big ones in a row. If he can learn from those mistakes, that's what I want to hear.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, and then let's go to the next one. So that was the first batch of house guests that were revealed. On to the second batch. We have Kelsey Faith. This free-spirited sweetheart is looking to make new friends and wants to win without getting any blood on her hands. Good luck with that, honey.
Friends. Is it friends? No blood. These are two words I don't hear ever come out of my mouth when I'm talking about Big Brother.
Yeah.
She's the most generic recruit I've ever seen. Like, nothing against her personally, of course. Nothing we're ever saying here is against them personally, but she just screams recruit, like, doesn't know the game very well. And, like, recruits generally do well, because a lot of people that are big fans overthink, you know? But, I don't know. She's going to be there. She's going to be likable. She's going to be completely forgettable. We're going to have the most boring DRs from her.
Hey, I think you are underestimating one very important aspect of her. She took her boyfriend, or like on a fourth date, she took her boyfriend to Hawaii.
And so what does it tell me about her Big Brother skills?
It shows that she's compassionate.
So I mentioned earlier in the show that Jared was going to be primed for a showmance, and this is the girl I was thinking about. Was his prime candidate? I think these two are probably definitely like the hot guy and the hot girl archetype of the season. I think like the younger, like the one that had like they're like the Ashley Zach of the season.
I can definitely see that. Yeah, plus the ages match up well. Jared's 24, Kelsey's 25. Yeah. I feel like if she can get a meat shield in Jared, she can go far, but I don't think she has like the strategy or whatever to do well.
She'll definitely like. It's so hard to get a personality read from these 2-minute videos, but I feel like she probably melded well with some of the other girls. But I don't know. I'm low on her.
Yeah. I know. I think it was in RHAP. They mentioned that she's a flight attendant, and a lot of people are are really annoyed when they're on flights. So she has that experience. And it's like, oh, I guess.
Okay, I didn't
But
hear that. That's actually good to know.
it was. I watched RHAP and Shield Show, so it was on one of those two podcasts that they mentioned that when they were grasping at straws to find out positive, like overly positive things, like she's a flight attendant, people are really annoying on flights, and I was like, oh yeah, it's true.
Yeah, yeah. I watched the first half of the Shield show, so I didn't watch the second batch.
Okay.
And then I didn't see much of RHAP. I really like both the shows. I just didn't get around to it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Now next we have one of my favorites, Felipe.
I knew you'd like him. Is he your winner pick?
What?
Is he your winner pick?
No, that's probably Ramsey.
Oh, we already passed him. You didn't say.
Oh yeah, Ramsey probably my winner pick. Okay. But Felipe is the one that I will be watching the feeds for. Oh my god. This outspoken heartbreaker is not looking to be sensitive to the feelings of others and will do whatever it takes to win. Describe yourself in 3 words: athletic, social butterfly, and confident. Damn right you're confident. This guy, his 2-minute video, I watched it like 3 times and I laughed my ass off every time. He goes on like a 40-second rant about how much he hates girls, which automatically puts him in an alliance with Maddie because they have something to relate to.
No.
Yes, Frankie, it's gonna happen.
I've mentioned this once or twice before, but I watch these videos and I often look for parallels between other past house guests in either Canada or US. I didn't really find it too much of a parallel for this guy. Like there were some candidates, but I found him to be more of a foil to a BB10 Memphis.
I can see that.
This guy gave me the exact opposite. Like he has almost, it looks like a similar body type, but like he looks like the exact opposite of Memphis, which isn't a good thing because Memphis was a pretty good player. So
I see, like, maybe this is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that he'll be Zach Arant's light.
Okay, now I'm intrigued. Maybe. I don't know. I think lots of people can be Zach Rant's light. I'm looking for Zach Rant's 2.0. You know.
That's true. I mean, when Zach was in the house, he was one of my favorite house guys I've ever seen. He was so entertaining. So I'm not gonna put that pressure on anyone, but I feel like out of this cast, Felipe, man, might live up to it the best. I'm so excited.
Unfortunately, I do have him as a pre-jury boot, but he'd probably get close to jury.
Yeah.
I don't know how big the jury is going to be. He might be. I think he's middle of the pack is probably a better way to say it.
Yeah.
I get a vibe from him talking about how much he likes manipulating and lying. He's gonna get caught in his own lies. I feel like at some point his bro alliance will probably turn on him.
Yeah.
That's just what I got from it, from a 2-minute video, of course.
Yeah. I also thought it was really funny how he talks about how much he hates girls and how much they ruin his life, and then immediately goes, yeah, so I really hope that I don't say anything that embarrasses my family.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay. Well, I think also Kevin from BB Can 3 picked Felipe to be the most entertaining, and I am right up there, man. I'm so excited to see Felipe.
I can definitely see it. He's probably the best candidate of all these, the most entertaining. Like at least like in terms of being ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, and his big brother Canada Idol's John Party. He won. There we go.
I know he won. It's like.
Next, we have the oldest house guest, Christine. She's 47, which is like unheard of for like Big Brother, especially in Canada. I mean, I guess in BB Can too, they had the older girl and Mumsy, Sarah. But I was surprised to see a 47-year-old girl in the cast. But I really liked her video. Her motto or phrase is, "This self-professed game freak is looking to align with an opposite personality to her so she can pretend is her enemy in the house." I mean, I
wanted to
think she might do
I just
okay.
wanted to quickly speak on your comment about the age. I don't really think it's that unheard of. Maybe for Canada, but not for Big Brother as a whole. Like we definitely most seasons have like one older female. Like we've had our Kathys, we have our Shellys, we had our Jacostas,
Oh,
and that
I
Jacostas
guess,
isn't
yeah.
that much older. Then we had our Jacostas, and we've had our Ronnie. Of course, how could you forget Queen Ronnie? Or what is her name? BB10 Ronnie. What is her name? Oh,
Rennie.
Rennie. Rennie. Oh, I'm so sorry. I know she's not watching this, but if she was, I'm so sorry. Uh, yeah, it's not totally her. I mean, I haven't seen BB Can 1 or 2, so maybe it is. We didn't have any. The closest we got to an older female was Risha, and she was gone week 1 last year. So
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess it's more because Russia went out like so early in BB Can 3, so I kind of forgot she existed. BB Can 2, Sarah actually made an impact, but like I just wasn't expecting to see someone like she's 28 years older than Paige,
yeah,
so I guess I wasn't expecting that.
but
I
this cast overall is really young. Like the median age is like super. It's like the median age is probably like 25. Like even with her, like it's super young. Oh, it's probably like 27. But like
yeah
over, we have people that are like 21, 19, 21, 24. Like this is a super young cast. 22. Yeah.
yeah it's insane. But as for Christine, she's a housekeeper. She says she's gonna clean up after people, which is always nice to have around. That's the That's not the whole June Sung strategy.
Yeah.
Is that her last name? Sung?
Song. Yeah,
Song?
something like
My
that.
bad. But she can definitely have aspects of it. Yeah, I feel like if she's not out in the first few weeks, she can make personal relationships because she can do well. My only apprehensions are she might have a tough time connecting with people due to her age and the generational gap. And her Big Brother Canada idols are Gary, Sarah, and Peter. Sarah's fine; she won. Gary shouldn't. He wasn't even like that strategic. He more just like was liked by Canada and got voted back in like final 5, and then won out to the final 2.
Yeah.
And then Peter was like one of the. I'm a fan of Peter too, but he's not my idol. But I like house guys who are marching to the beat of their own drum. Okay. Peter is like the most bitter Big Brother player of all time. So for that, I'm like red flag, red flag.
You think you might have forgotten about 3 key pieces of information she said in her video. She starts off
Probably.
by talking. What?
Yeah, I was saying that I probably did.
So you start off the video. She spends the first 10 seconds talking about how much of a Justin Bieber fan she is.
Well, that's
It
fine.
isn't
The Biebs.
inherently a terrible thing, but like this
Mm-mm.
is our first impression of you, and you want to talk about how much you're a fan of a musician. I don't know. And then the next thing she said towards the end, she wants to play a game without any alliances. She literally said she doesn't want an alliance, and she said, "I know that sounds weird, but yeah, it sounds really dumb." And then she also said, I think toward the very end, that one of her goals in the house is to yell at people because she really likes yelling at people.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so maybe I liked her because I thought all that stuff was so ridiculous. I can't wait to see how it plays out. But as for strategy, that's really dumb.
Yeah.
And I don't see her being able to do well.
No.
And after you brought that back to light, yeah, I mean, you kind of need people to align with the vote to keep you. So that's a flaw.
If you don't have an alliance, you're also like if you're seen as an outsider and you're an easy out.
Yeah. I mean, I can relate. Like, I feel like it would be fun to yell at someone, but that shouldn't be your goal going into the game. Imagine if she wins HOH and then she uses that to yell at someone.
Oh, she'll get major HOH-itis, like for sure.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
She says that she's good at comps, I think.
I heard that she said that she was willing to do anything to win besides for shave her head.
Oh, that's good. It's good to hear.
I don't know.
I'd be the same. I'll probably shave my head.
I don't know. Yeah, I guess that means something. She also wants a showmance. I don't
see that happening.
she's not like it could definitely happen. I'm just not quite sure how that's going to benefit her game. Although I don't really think she's thought about how anything's going to benefit her game. So
Wait, so does that mean that she's gonna have a showmance, but she won't be in an alliance with that person?
I guess that'll
Full
be a first.
foolproof. Yeah.
I mean, somebody with an S voted out Jordan. So
What?
somebody with an S voted out Jordan.
That's true. That's true. Okay, on to the next one. I have to wait for it to load. We have Mitchell.
My winner pick. I'm so excited.
Okay, well then, go ahead and start off.
Okay, so Mitchell, I don't know if you know him, but I've been following his YouTube channel for about 2.5 years now.
Oh, really?
So I'm super excited to see him on. He does this channel called ASAP Science, and he does like just like really short like videos about like it can literally be about anything. Like the most recent one was about like pimples, but he's done one on like black holes and gravity. And he's done stuff on what would actually happen if an unstoppable force met an immovable object and little hypothetical things like that. He's great. He's gonna. I'm so excited for his VRs. He has amazing. He has great screen presence because he's been talking and been on the internet for so long now. Um, and he said he's willing to do what it takes. And every single move he's gonna make will be calculated. I'm so excited for Mitchell.
Yeah, I can definitely see the appeal. I never heard of him honestly when he appeared. But people are talking about how he's the next Nicky Uhas or Frankie Grande. No, he seems a lot more humble than those people.
Yeah.
Peter Brown was a YouTuber when he came in, and he even said that his occupation was YouTuber. Even after BB Canada, he had like 10,000 subscribers, maybe like or less than that. He didn't have that many subscribers. He was just doing YouTube for fun. It wasn't his job at that point, I don't believe, or at least I'd be shocked if that was his job because of his numbers that he was getting. This guy actually is a YouTuber. And he said he wanted to hide that. I wouldn't hide it. I would just like say, oh yeah, I'm a YouTuber, but just like not say he has 5 million subscribers, because in a show that has that the public has such an influence on, that would be terrifying to have that.
Well,
and is it just
like, and then it's like, oh, how big is your channel? How many people watch? And then what are you gonna say? Like, oh, not that many. I just kind of scrape by.
just say that he has like 50,000. People don't understand YouTube.
But people don't understand YouTube. That sounds like a lot of people that want to back you.
Yeah, but I don't think 50,000 people will be enough to say that. To say I don't 50,000 subscribers, that wouldn't be enough to sway like the vote.
No, it wouldn't be. If I was in the House, I would say no. Like, oh, I would say like, oh, 50,000, that's nothing, right? Like now, in terms of like an influence over a vote where an entire nation can vote.
Mm-hmm.
But still, I don't know. I generally don't like when people lie about their occupations. I usually don't see the point of it. There are a couple exceptions, like when Derek's undercover cop. I understand that.
Yeah.
But
Danielle saying that she was a kindergarten teacher and not a nurse.
And then she referred to medicines in the house by their like scientific names.
Yeah.
She referred to like aspirin as like its scientific like medical name. Yeah. And everyone's like, "You're a kindergarten teacher? You sure?"
Yeah. Yeah. I definitely.
Super.
I feel like Mitchell's been the most common preseason pick, and I can definitely see why. It would not shock me at all if he did win. I'm really excited to see him. As I agree with everything that you said. His BB Canada idols, Netta. Can't go wrong with that. Netta is one of the best players to ever play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was that popular of a pick. I guess people know him on the internet, right?
Yeah. Well, he was Netta's pick, and I think he was Kevin's pick.
Okay.
And I've like just one people I just like remember. Like I remember them all saying that they think Mitchell. Like I'm pretty sure he's been the most popular pick so far.
Okay. Next
up, we have Sherry Ash. Dynamic, vibrant, and full of energy. Her strategy is to be flexible. She is looking to dominate competitions and to rely on her intelligence to get her through the game. She's 30 years old, and she's a customer service supervisor. I don't remember much about her besides that she can speak 2 languages.
I like her. I'm not really sure why. I mean, it was only she didn't say anything like particularly well, or she didn't say anything that really like, oh yeah, that's one I want to hear. She just seemed like someone I would get along with personally, like someone
Okay.
I would enjoy being there with. And like
Yeah.
if she was in the house and I saw her and like talked to her, she seems like super cool. Maybe
Mhm.
because she also looks like Tessa Thompson a bit, but
Oh,
uh, yeah, she
what
did say
did?
there's one thing
Oh,
she
go
did say
ahead.
at the end that she says she's going to use her fear of losing to her advantage. Um, I don't really know what that means.
I think it's just an extra thing to drive her.
Okay, that sounds good to me, I guess.
Did What did she say about her strategy and stuff again?
Wants to play a clean game. Wants to play a clean game.
Okay. Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Yeah,
Okay, so
she also said that she's methodical and she's a physical threat. So we'll see.
yeah. Definitely as promised, she'll have to play a dirty game in order to win because that's Big Brother. But
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes. Next, we have Dallas. His loud laugh and beaming personality can brighten anyone's day. His strategy is to win over the hearts of the house guests and win over Canada. I like that because you definitely have to cater to Canada in this game, I think, to win.
Yeah, that was definitely my number one note on him. Was that's the one thing I really wanted to hear from all the house guests, and I think he's the only one I heard it from. That he was conscious of the viewers, which is super important for BB Can.
Mhm.
So.
He says that he wants to win his first HOH. I feel like you would think, no, don't win the first HOH, fly under the radar. But haven't like half the winners won their first HOH or like
it's
something
probably
like
like
that?
40%, something like that.
What?
Like 40% maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's ridiculously high.
Yeah. So because it gets you into alliances like such as in BB15, McRae got into that Bros alliance because he was HOH, and I feel that if Dallas I mean, I feel like he would already probably get into a Bros alliance potentially.
Yeah.
But I feel like if he wins first HOH like he wants to, that Bros alliance will automatically form, and then he'll be set for the first half of the game.
I would say, yeah, I definitely like. I know the house guests this season don't strike me. Some of the guys, the Bro Alliance candidates, he's definitely a prime one. They don't really strike me as somebody that's going to be able to challenge the Brigade for the title of best guys alliance of all time. But like when he like that's how the Brigade won became a thing because Hayden won the first HOH and they formed that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so that's a great way to form an alliance week one. I don't really have many notes for him. Just easygoing, a fun guy. He's a great beard.
That's true.
And he's a prime Bro Alliance candidate. He's gonna make it up the first few weeks.
Oh.
Let's see if he might be too. There might be potentially he looks a bit physically threatening. But I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't really.
All right. So I'm gonna read his plan in case he wins 100K, because I feel that he might. There's some things on here I'm not sure we'll be able to fit into a $100,000 check, but it's okay. It's all good.
After taxes and everything, more like
Well,
65.
There's no taxes in Canada.
Okay.
So the prize money is tax free. Yeah, it's nice. So he said that he put about 20 to 30,000 down on a down payment for a house. Okay, smart. I'm going to have a $10,000 to $15,000 party. I'm talking party here. All my friends, family, everyone who has supported me, there'll be champagne, confetti, more drinks. With the rest I want to do a lot of traveling, Brazil, Europe, things like that. $100,000 has a lot of zeros, but after my whole plan is done, I think there'll only be a couple bucks at the end.
Okay. So 20 or 30 down for a house, 10 to 15 for a party. So if we're looking conservatively, he has 70,000 left to travel the world, and then goes back to his regular job, acting like nothing ever happens.
I guess.
And I guess now he's a house.
That's true.
That he can't pay off because he doesn't have any money left.
No, he said he'd have a couple bucks.
Oh, yeah, my bad.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not like a huge fan of Dallas, but I think it'll be cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't find any like comparative archetypes besides the fact that he looks like
Spencer.
Spencer, yeah.
Now we have Cassandra. This sassy attention seeker is ready to make the other house guests do her dirty work, both in the game and in the house. She's 22 years old. She's a social media strategist.
Okay. She's probably the only like I got like pretty much like 3 candidates for good DRs so far, maybe 4, and she is definitely like the last one of those. I think she had great screen presence for her video. She's a
Mhm.
fan of the show. She said herself, but she said herself that she has no skills that could like help her in the game, and she doesn't want to like contribute to like anything in terms of like cleaning, which is just gonna get on people's nerves.
Mhm.
So no skills and no cleaning. Why do I need you in the house?
Because Cassandra means seducer of all men, and that can work as a strategy.
In
Exact
what
words from
language?
her. I don't know. Canadian.
Canadian? Okay.
I have no idea what language it would be. But yeah, she looking at her like just quick like her textual bio on the site. She says that she would want to take in a bottomless bottle of wine. That'd be her one thing that she want to take in.
Oh, okay.
And she
That could be very
and she
helpful.
said that she's a big fan of John and Netta, and that she might want like a John Netta relationship in the house. Like they weren't a showmance because
Right.
John had a girlfriend when he was in the house, but they were very close and they're like a brother sister type relationship. Like, so like from that perspective, or that strategy, I can definitely see as a smart idea. Yeah, that's about it. She says that it's okay. She says that that she'll be good at endure. No, actually, no. She says that she'll be good at mental, but she's scared of the endurance challenges, which are almost tailorly made for small girls.
Yeah. Is she that small? I thought she was
I don't know.
a
Well,
bit
we
taller.
can't really see. We just see her like with her back turned with her like side boob ass shot.
Just from like it feels like her picture is like slightly farther away from those people. I guess that means that she's shorter, right? To make her look taller.
I I I, I
This is
guess.
this is dumb.
I
I
don't know,
don't know.
man.
We'll see.
Yeah, they don't have their heights listed on here. Yeah, I don't see her doing much considering she's not going to clean. But you know, hey, what was her name? Christine said that she wanted to have someone who was her opposite, and they could be enemies. If she cleans, Cassandra doesn't. They're secretly in an alliance, but Christine doesn't want alliances, so it's not really an alliance. That could work.
What are you even saying? You think the girl doesn't want to get an alliance? Wants to become friendly with her enemy? I don't.
No, that's what it says. In Christine's bio, it says the self-professed game freak is looking to align with an opposite personality to hers, who she can pretend is her enemy in the house.
Okay. That's actually not
So,
terrible idea.
yeah, so I was saying because she's a housekeeper, Cassandra doesn't even clean. She pays her little like brother or sister to clean her room, and then her like her younger sibling like figured out how like economics works and started to charge her more. Cassandra's like, that's not cool, but I paid anyway.
You know, when I think about opposites, I thought more like personality opposites, not necessarily like cleaning habits opposites.
It's something.
It's
You
something.
gotta start somewhere. Oh, etc. Not. I forgot to mention this when we talked about Raul, but Raul said that he wanted to bring in his cell phone because he loves social media or whatever, and
Yeah.
Cassandra's a social media strategist. So here's something I thought that would be really cool. Imagine if you gave every single person a Twitter account, but they made it so they couldn't read anything, but they could tweet whatever they wanted at any time.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be cool. Wouldn't it?
Yeah. So it's like kind of like a 24/7 HOH blog post, but everyone
Yeah.
gets it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess
I think that'd be cool.
have not don't get it then, right?
Oh yeah. You don't get any social media privileges, and they're just like, ah! Raul breaks down crying, just like Gary did.
It's like literally talking into an echo chamber.
What?
I mean, it's not really social media. They're just like talking. And
That's true.
So
That's true. So yeah, that's our preview for Big Brother Canada season 4. It starts on the 2nd, doesn't it? So 5 days.
Whatever day
days.
Wednesday is.
Oh, okay, so it's not that far away. Your winner pick is Mitchell. Mine is Ramsey. Who do you think is going to be the most entertaining?
Philippe for the week he's in there.
Yes.
He'll be in there. He'll be in there for a while, but Philippe is there, and then what's the girl's name? Maddie.
Maddie. Oh my god! If Felipe and Maddie get into a showmance, my heart. I'm just so excited. They're the ones that like hate girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We talked about this earlier. I said I was dumb. You're gonna keep bringing it up.
No, it's gonna happen. Mark my words.
So we're gonna talk about spoilers now. Just like
yeah, we can. Let's do our like follow us on Twitter stuff, and then we can talk about the spoilers from Hamsters, so people can leave if they want to. Okay, so we're about to talk about spoilers. So if you don't want to listen, if you don't want to hear anything, because they already filmed the season premiere. So if you don't want to hear anything, then leave now. My Twitter is at Dylan Mickanen, DYLANMICKANEN. You can follow me there. I'm going to talk about Big Brother a lot this season. Frankie?
You can follow me at Frankie_Redfern, FRANKIE_REDFERN. I'm probably going to be talking about it a lot too. So
yeah, that's going to be fun. Yeah, we both plan on watching the live feeds, I think, right?
As much as I can. Yeah, as much as the college permits.
Yeah, same. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. We will be back sometime during week 1. Follow us on Twitter. We're going to tweet an exact day we plan on doing it and stuff. We're still feeling out exactly how we're going to be doing this. But thanks for being a part of the premiere episode of the Big Bruh, their podcast. Title's working.
College now already.
Yeah. And thank you guys for listening. But now, if you want to stick around, we're going to talk about the spoilers. So I'll give it about 5 more seconds, and then let's get in. And then Frankie can explain.
He's kind of like Bell, right? You're like Rob. Instead of a Rob as a podcast Bell, I have a bottle we could knock on here.
Oh, there we go.
That's your spoiler warning.
Snaps.
Okay. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on. Go ahead.
So, Hamster Watch is an account on. Do they have a website? I don't even know.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, website. And they broke some news. So, Felipe, his brother, he has a brother, not a twin brother. I believe a younger brother, or might be older. I'm not sure, but definitely not a twin. Will be joining the cast, and they'll be playing as one. So it's not a BB17 or BB5, whatever season that was.
I think it was 5, yeah.
Yeah. Twin twists. They're gonna both be in the house, from what I understand, at the same time, but they have one vote and they switch off every week who plays in the competitions. So
okay.
I have some. They've done this in, I believe, BB UK before. So I'm not really familiar with it. So my question is really, if one of them gets voted out or one of them gets put on the block, are both of them on the block? And if not, if one's on the block, does the other one get a vote? I guess we'll find out.
They would definitely both have to leave, wouldn't they?
I think so, but
I mean, they'll definitely explain that further. I would assume that'd be how it would work, because like that's how it worked for Liz and Julia.
Yeah.
Last.
I don't remember her name.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, okay. I remember Liz because of that super memorable final speech.
Oh yeah, she was in the finals. Oh wow. Yeah. So yeah, that's exciting. We'll see how that pans out. Do you have anything else about that, or?
No.
Okay. So we got some info about the first HOH comp. So I didn't quite see what it seemed like a physical challenge, as it usually is for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And it says here that before the challenge, the house guests had a vote on who was most likely to lose the competition and who was most likely to win the competition. And they chose Joel as most likely to lose, the nerd archetype. Like I got, and they chose Nicholas as the most likely to win, which was Philippe's brother. Yeah, I already forgot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There's no. I don't think we know quite yet. Or maybe we do. I'm not sure. Actually, we probably won't know till the show starts. We don't know who the first HOH is. But here's the twist. If Joel is not the first one out, he wins a week of immunity, and if Nicholas doesn't win, he has to spend 1 night in solitary confinement. So there's your twist there.
Wait, what was it? 1 week or 1 day?
Did I say week? It's 1 night. 1 night.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I read earlier. That bodes well for Joel because he's definitely going to outlast some of the girls. Because it's most likely like an endurance comp.
Yeah, it usually is something like that.
So I feel Joel is be able to beat one of the girls and then just drop out, like still appear weak, because that's definitely good for his game if people think he's not athletic, because he played soccer or whatever. So I think he like actually has some athleticism to him.
Yeah.
I don't know what Nicholas even looks like, but clearly he's built.
I can link you to a picture, but he looks like a smaller Felipe, basically.
Okay. Yeah, it's cool. That's a twist I actually like. I feel like that's cool. I mean, like, okay, the guy loses. He like it sucks. He'll be out. Like that first 24 hours is crucial in terms of social. So, like I'm first giving out a first impression, but it's not the end of it's not the end of his game or anything, probably.
And he has his brother there, so
yeah. So it's cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
I do too. We have one last little spoiler thing, unless there's another one that broke.
No, I don't know. I don't know of any.
A spoiler, but we got some pictures of some really small, a couple of little pictures of the house, and at least it seems to be like some kind of a hotel / casino theme, which, and that here's the interesting part was that the have not room will be a Vegas wedding chapel, which I think is hilarious.
Really? It's amazing.
Which doesn't sound like a have not room. It sounds like a regular room, pretty much. Like it's like I don't know, but maybe they'd sleep on like wooden like benches. That'd be rough. But that dispels the rumors that it was going to be some kind of futuristic sci-fi theme, which I'm a little disappointed about. But Casino's a pretty good theme too, I think. So.
Yeah. The BB Can houses are always like prettier than the Big Brother US houses, from what I've seen at least.
I'd agree.
Partly because of the brick.
Are they sponsoring the season still? I don't even know.
I don't know. I just remember people on r/Big Brother were like, Twistos is gone. I was like, maybe the twists are gone. Nope, that's not the case. Okay. Yeah. I mean, probably part of it is because, like, I think we've actually had conversations before where I'm like, I'm never eating Twistos branded stuff because they ruined BB Can 3.
Is Twistos, is that even a thing in America? I don't even know.
I don't think so. I've never seen it. Like, when I go to Winco or Safeway, I've never seen Twistos.
Yeah.
But
maybe,
who knows?
I think I remember seeing people post pictures about it last year, but who knows where they're from in the world, like on Reddit. So.
Yeah. So... yeah, I think there's not really much else to talk about.
Yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you everyone for listening again. You can follow me at Dylan Mickanen, DYLAN MICKANEN. Watch my stuff on YouTube, youtube.com/TheAppleCowProdigy. We're going to be covering the whole season of Big Brother Canada 4. We'll be watching the live feeds, and if you ever want to talk to us about Big Brother, just hit us up on Twitter. We'll be more than willing to talk to you guys. Frankie?
Like and subscribe to the video, please. And once again, you can follow me at Frankie_Redfern.
Yeah, sounds good.
Next week.
All right, see you. Bye. Stop broadcast.